But yeah, this game is pretty interesting. So, you know, if you got Vita TV or Vita, of course, keep in mind if you look into this game. Also, actually, that brings up a very good thing. PlayAsia just announced they did a reprint on several Asian English version of games. Now, I don't remember if this Delta is available on PSN, but there is no physical version of Delta in the American market. So if you want an English version of Delta physically, this is the last reprint. PlayAsia says this is the last reprint of these titles, which will be like Delta, the sequel to Over Your Dead Body on the Vita. I recommend getting that one, by the way. That one I can see becoming very expensive. I mean, hell, before they started doing reprints of it, it was actually expensive. So, if it wasn't for the few reprints they did, because Vita Co-op Production's going down. The Asian branch of Vita Co-op Production's going to be going down. So, the Asian prints are coming to a close, and the final chapter of the Vita is coming upon us, sadly, for those who are not looking forward to it. See, it's really weird. They go from one difficulty. I mean, didn't Horse even have? No, they were all one difficulty. See, what was Wed Story? See, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, yeah. Between these, I'm not 100% on all of it. I believe Pad said the faction system, which is these 3 categories here, I believe he said is new to this. He also said they made some gameplay changes, like there are more charges to your spells in this version. Pad basically, from his perspective, makes it sound like a 9-day difference. I don't know if it's that easy of a difference, but because like I said, I only played a very small fraction of the original version of this. But the point is, if you have any interest for an American set, if you want either Asian set or all the English copies of anything, but I would disagree with that. Worldwide wise, what? I don't know what you mean by that.
It has been several years since I met Magusa. We were both tormented by accursed bodies. And since then, we have traveled far and wide together.
And murdered many people.
With our sights on a common goal. Those who do not know Magusa feel that he is unpredictable. We were well on our way, but then Magusa spoke.
My son awaits me. I must go home.
And so it was that our course was changed.
So he has a family.
But soon the whispers began. She spoke to me through my right arm. Macabre thoughts threatened to overcome me. I had to feed my bloodthirsty arm.
Just fight some goblins. Just fight some of the weakest enemies. Fourth wall breaking now. Oh, it's gonna be the Dreamcast 2.0 for sure, though. The Saturn Dreamcast. it's going to be one of those systems where a lot of the games are going to be hard to find, pricey to get.
My premonitions. I have them that I may change the future.
See what this thing looks
May I have the
Woo,
pleasure
it's
of this
fast.
sacrifice. You are unstoppable. You are unstoppable. May I have the pleasure of this sacrifice.
They're on fire now.
May I have the pleasure of this sacrifice. Will you sacrifice them or save them?
I'm gonna get that sacrifice up there. For me, it's just a P4G player, and now that it's on stream, Steam. Oh, Persona 4 Golden. Okay, I was like, I honestly am kind of sick of people just constantly saying the only reason to get a Vita is Persona 4. Like, good lord. I mean, yes, it's on the Vita. Yes, yes, yes. There was plenty of other interesting games that are only on the Vita. Now the man himself can join us.
The massacre of the monsters helped calm my murderous right arm. And with each passing day, the bloodlust becomes harder to satiate. I am not far from becoming a monster myself.
Come, we must go from here.
Magusa was ready. Determined to see this son of his as quickly as possible. Wonderful. What a partner. Now, as for Magusa's son, I'm afraid that they will never have their reunion. Because no son ever existed in the first place. 11 days until the end of the world.
What in the fuck is going on? I mean, these things' difficulty is 1, so there obviously has to be way more to the game than these 11 days or...
The author of this journal spent countless days and nights with Magusa. Magusa had become a dear friend. So, read on.
I haven't checked for a teal in a while.
Hey, just one thing. It's about your magic and life levels. They have a combined maximum of 100. You can boost them equally, or focus on one or the other. If you want to readjust the balance of the two, you must first lower one of the levels. This change can be made by consuming lacrima. Be warned. You can use lacrima to raise a level. But more lacrima is required to raise a level than to lower it.
Give me that. Blank pages.
Look! A blank page without a thing written upon it. Use it to revive lost memories, but at the cost of the memories of offerings. Do you have any memories of offerings to sacrifice?
Also, Criminal Goals was originally a PSP game. Now, Criminal Goals 2, I believe, was purely made on the Vita, I believe, if I remember correctly. Need a page. Ooh. So, offering... Do you know anything about this pad? The following types. It says it auto-saves. That makes me slightly concerned. Here's what I want. If you have already obtained all the mentioned accessories, you will receive rumor notes as a complete victory. When sacrificing offerings, you will not receive rumor notes. So you get rumor notes for sacrificing a memory, but what does sacrificing a memory entail exactly? Some combinations will not appeal. Rumor. But what am I sacrificing exactly? Like, am I, like, losing progress in the game or something? Like, I'm not understanding what I lose by sacrificing a memory. Offering is obviously any of my magic stuff, but I don't get what am I forgoing doing a memory? That's kind of concerning. Add memory? What? Oh, don't tell me it's something you have to buy. You have to buy them. Who the fuck came up with some of these choices when it came to the online content for this game? Like, really? The fuck? No, I meant in the book. Mega Man guy, probably.
Those who sacrifice the lives of others pay a special price. The soul of the victim flows through one's right arm.
I believe it's Keiji
Along with
Inafune.
their memories, their emotions.
Keiji Inafune. What are he's doing nowadays? Oh, really? That I didn't know. Interesting. I like how even the knights are just like, fuck this, I'm going down here. He's probably mopping at home, saying better than nothing. Now, to be in his favor, that better than nothing line came from the stupid English translator. That was legit something Inafune did not say. The translator during that video, he put that into that, which made it sound like his words. That was proven to be not what he said. He did not say better than nothing, to be fair to him. But yeah, Mighty Number 9 is a mess.
On rare occasions, the memories of the victim entangle with one's own. Magusa has no son by blood. It was likely a memory inherited from a monster. It happened 2 days ago. We claimed a victim, and its memory must have seeped into Magusa. Foreign as it may be, this memory had driven Magusa to seek a son who is not his own.
So he got sidetracked from whatever he wanted to originally do. I didn't watch the whole thing, but I did watch the part that people talked about. People who actually know Japanese actually have looked into it. It has been proven that the translator dude who was speaking on his behalf imparted that into his words. Which, of course, made a bigger mess of everything. Like, I think one of Mighty Number 9's biggest problems was PR. Every single person they picked that represented any kind of PR position was a fucking mess. You had the woke person who fucking was the actual PR person until she lost her position after causing so much drama, which was the majority of the Kickstarter's life, which compounded many issues. She caused drama. She was dating one of the developers, which made a lot of people speculative if she was just given the position because she knew one of them, which also gave questions of morality. Then the fact that she was banning people, like people who had spent hundreds of dollars in this Kickstarter, and banned them from engaging with the Kickstarter. Could you, like, I could imagine being somebody who was like $1,000 teal Kickstarter was banned off the backer form. Just because he was basically saying he didn't agree with things that she was saying in that. Like, she was a disaster for the Kickstarter. The translator dude that spoke for Inafune did several times where he said stupid shit that Inafune didn't actually say. And that's not to say Inafune didn't make mistakes. I mean, ultimately the Kickstarter overpromised things. It needed more money. It did too many ports that were just not manageable with the money and resources they had in the QA testing. I think if I remember correctly, I think I read that the Wii U version of Mighty Number 9 can actually brick your system, if I remember correctly. Like, and then the 3DS and Vita version never came to be, right? If I remember correctly. Like, yeah, it's whoever they sat down at a table and planned all this out, it just it didn't go well. Dragon Quest Builders 2. You haven't played through that yet, man? That was pretty good. I'm still a little disappointed the final boss wasn't challenging. It was more flair though compared to Builders 1 though. It has the same complaint I had with Builders 1 where the final boss is easy, but it was a lot more flair in 2, so I can give it a little bit more credit on that.
Such is the bond of family. We neared the town where his supposed son lived.
See, considering how easy the main story missions are so far, it really makes me wonder how much we have to do to get the difficulty to start actually going up. I'm turning into a monster. See, the question is, what happened to the author of this book? Is what I'm curious about.
We will soon meet my son. We must hurry.
Yeah, something tells me that ain't happening, Chief. Another one somewhere here? There it is. I wish they made them a little bit easier to see. There's so much poison. Oh, that one's that's a big one now.
I would expect nothing less. You are unstoppable. I would expect nothing less.
Restore the eye. I didn't get that one. Oh, I can use third eye to see them on the ground? I guess that would make sense. I didn't even consider that. I will keep that in mind. And oops, something actually new. Launcher a fury of toxin leaves. It's a throw attack. Get 10 castings. I think I might try that. I'll take a look here.
reached the village, but were met with no welcome and no sign of life. The damage to the structures suggested the work of monsters. On one corner, Nagusar stopped in his tracks. At his feet lay a small toy. It must have belonged to a child. Heaven help that child now. Nagusar peered intently at the toy. Perhaps he knew from the very beginning that this memory of a son was not his own. Perhaps he knew, but could not help himself. Fond memories are exalting. Sad memories wrench at the heart. It matters not whose memories they are. Nagusar still had their memories. He could see his son playing with the toy that rested at his feet. He studied it for some time. Then a tear ran down his cheek. 10 days until the end of the world.
And see, like, what is gonna cause this end of the world?
Your memories, meshed with those of another, could mean you begin to lose sight of who you are. Before long, you may be someone else, just like Nagusar.
I haven't really made much use of the shield. So you get 10, 7, 7. Let's try it. I still don't have any other, yeah. Wonder when the hell you get some other ones you can use, I wonder.
Why do we hunt monsters? Because it is the sorcerer's calling to hunt down monsters and protect the peace.
But
And that's what we are taught. But one cannot easily set aside one's feelings. I thirst for blood. Nagusar thirsts for victims.
But you see, this is the thing that confuses me about this world. So, like, people and animals and things become monsters because of power. The sorcerers go and hunt down the monsters, but many of them, ironically, become monsters that just perpetuates the whole thing.
Our next target appeared at the very spot that Nagusar predicted. I was overcome with the urge to kill. My thoughts were overcome by a dark bloodlust. I relished my mercilessness. I felt empowered.
Avalon Queen? Let's see how good we can beat her up. Yeah, we'll see. But see, it's a nice valley.
We will put an end to it, by any means necessary. Will you sacrifice them or save them?
Well, that brings up an interesting thought I just had. I wonder, like, is the AI's level based on the stage you're in, or anything based on me? I wonder. Huh. Interesting design. Let's see, the wings and head. The other wing.
Be on your guard.
Oh, she fucking torn red.
Good. Keep this up. Stay focused. You sacrifice them or save them. Be on your guard.
Oh, you know, I did want to try that. Oh, excuse me. Lady. Not too bad. Locks on and everything. That's more what I would like to see. She's going purple now. All I wanted was a child. Bobby on the stage.
Let me live. Let me help.
And he rolled on to victory. Or so the legend says. Oh god. 1, 2, 3, 4. Axe attack. Conjure crushing walks within the area, damaging all who enter. 10 damage, 5 casts. Conjure a fruitful ups elemental defense when aided. Oh, there's the dodge. So if I need a quick dodge, I got it now. 175 base health? Holy shit. I kind of wish it gave you a little background to some of these characters, because some of them actually have some interesting
Her
designs.
form was restored. I asked about the incident. She admitted her wrongdoing, saying, "I'm sorry." Magusar spoke.
Think of your victims. And think of what you can do to atone.
Perhaps this will give the victims some sense of peace. We went through the ruins in search of traces. In search of whoever did this. We felt it our mission to purge this guilty beast. And yet, this would not appease the ire of the poor souls who were sacrificed by our hands. But, as we all know, the human heart is not so simple a matter. Perhaps we felt the need to pray for the souls of the dead. How easy things would be if we could be rid of emotion. But we are not monsters after all. The moment the bloodlust of my right arm overcomes me, I will transform into a monster. I know this because my prophetic partner has told me so. I have 9 days remaining. My only wish is to live as humanly as possible my few remaining days. If this is hypocrisy, so be it. 9 days until the end of the world.
So we know in 9 days he will turn into a monster, supposedly, but why would it be the end of the world?
Several days later, Magusar clung to the toy that we found, holding it close. How deeply can memories come to affect us? How vividly they stay with us, even if they are not our own. About now, the sanity of the author begins to erode. Could Sortiara's soul in the sorcerer's right arm be the cause? The journal describes the author's transformation into a monster. You have been warned. It's no pleasant tale.
What else can I do? You say this is like my only chance to get out of this. Destiny's pasts? What other choices do I have? Wait here and be mortaled? It's going up to 3. You mentioned I could edit my character now. Aha! Now. See, you can't go higher. So I can go up to 100. Split between the two of them. So was that one? Remember this? With this amp? Yeah. I probably won't really mess with it. That one gives me a base amp of 250. So what calling do I have on this one? Defense. With a divine one, I get extra 15% out of it. So that's actually pretty good. 35 defense for some extra health. I mean, defense is at 192. I would think the defense is probably going to be much better than getting 100 and some health. Maybe it'll be better. I still don't have access to that. I guess maybe that has to do with maybe messing with those, maybe? Oh well. I guess time will tell. Just make sure. Yeah, alright.
Then I will have to kill you.
Magusar proclaimed this when I very first met him. One day, a sorcerer would become a monster and slaughter many lives. Magusar saw the sorcerer in a vision, and he searched near and far for this threat to life. And who did he find? Me. At first, I refused to believe it. But few of Magusar's predictions are far off. The bloodlust in my right arm is so strong, it might overcome me. A monster appears before me. It looks quite luscious. Like a heavenly feast that has been delivered to my doorstep.
So a pizza? No? I think we fought one of these, didn't we, I think? I think we did. We can change the future. So they were trying. So his mission was to stop me from becoming a monster, or the author of the book, not me in the jail cell.
We have known each other a long time now.
Yeah, I think we fought one of these before.
Stay focused.
Ow. Actually, He's actually like the same kind of body structure and movement as the Cyrenians that I'm looking at. Oop. Let's go ahead and get the stream wheel thing out of the way real quick. Oh, I like that. A little skeleton skin. I need to do the flag bearer thing for my daily, that's so. Let's see if this one check wants to rally around. So yeah, it's staff.
These are mere scratches.
He stays on the ground a lot longer. Ooh.
Of this sacrifice.
Ooh, lovely. He does the same thing underground.
Enemy is strong. We must be on our guard.
That thing does not. Whoa, hey. That thing does not want to play. Wake it. Oh god.
Good. Keep this up. strong. We must be on our guard. Stay focused.
That's a really nice combo. He has some fucking health on him now. Oh fuck.
Those wounds of yours need to
Oh,
be
what
treated.
the? There's a tree. You can't see him on the ground. Ooh, he has the quick dodge.
Our foe is struggling. I would expect nothing less. Stay focused.
Hey, hey. I hold some whats, but I don't see one. Oh, that deflects it? Fuck.
Our enemy is strong. We must be on our guard.
Charges, please.
These are near splinters.
Yeah, compared to the last boss, this dude has. There we go. I was gonna be like, don't be lasting as long as the Cyrene did. That was a long enough fucking fight as it was. Ugh. So instead of mouths all over the place, it had eyeballs.
Such an ugly death.
You should have thought of that before, you little piece of shit. But yeah, it was basically the same boss, except the range of a lot of its moves seemed to be bigger. Hell, even fucking trees are becoming monsters. The hell is wrong with this world? Even the fucking trees are becoming fucking corrupt monsters. That's fucking weird. Blacksmith's Eye. Awaken the magic of the Cyclops conjuring spears from the earth. Ah, that would be his underground attack. Can only do 4, but pretty good damage. That's a vastly weaker one than what I have. That might be because I think I only get, what, 2 uses of the charge ball? Walkband, Pain of Salvation. Wow. Walkband. Talk about a long time ago for that. See, battle results. Blood amp. EB neutral.
The very thought of my own insatiability makes me sick. Could this be how Sortiara felt all that time?
Your body is quite a burden.
I am not the only one in trouble. He ages so bloody fast he can hardly stay mobile. I only want to be normal again. That was a wish that we both shared.
Pain of Salvation. Oh, I get, okay, an actual walk band.
Magusar would often tell me.
Gotcha.
One can change the future.
I must dispel Sortiara's curse while there is still time. If I fail, then before I transform into that terrible beast, I am promised a swift death. At the hands of Magusar. 8 days until the end of the world.
What the hell happened? He took over the world? Like, I'm not sure how we go from the events that are happening right now in the book to he took over the fucking world.
What state of mind would you be in?
Actually, wait. You know, the author of the book got the curse by consuming her as a sacrifice. So could it be that he consumed the author of the book as a sacrifice, which hence gave him the curse?
If you were told that you would soon become a monster. The author of this journal describes this very predicament. He may want to share it with someone. The sacred chalice. The legendary chalice is said to grant a wish, anything one desires. I could use the chalice to cleanse my accursed flesh.
Now, there was mention of this chalice in, was it in Wed's story? I think it was Wed's story. It was with an illusion, if I remember correctly.
Little is known about the magical chalice, only that it appears before those with insatiable greed. We have devised our own theory. For each monster we kill, we draw closer to the chalice. This is what kept us going. But our victims had to be arch-fiends. Monsters that were once human. Perfect for us, considering our boundless thirst for blood.
You know, I get a very scary monkey paw feeling when, you know, it's like it appeals to those with greed. Another slime. It's kind of concerning to me. Oh, I don't think we've been here before. The hell? Looks like the city from Lost Odyssey. Except there's water all over the ground. Why in the hell is there a thing in the sky dumping water on the planet?
My premonitions. I have them that I may change the future.
Why is there a giant thing?
This can't be. Somebody help me! I'm more than ready to give up my life. Stay with me.
I would expect nothing less from you.
Yep, they do appeal on it. Assuming I can't go up this. Blue enemies. The hell is that?
I would expect nothing less from you.
Okay, it's like the one Avalon story now. It's just money gold. I would imagine. So when I get this.
What was that supposed to be? I barely felt that. Stay with me. I'll never die. No, I am mistaken.
Little one. Come on.
Not so tough after all.
This one's for the big.
I barely felt that. What was that supposed to be? I'll never die. I barely felt that.
Oh yeah, I wanted to try that eye thing. I forgot to equip that.
These are mere
Damn it. 21. There's one over there.
What was that supposed to be? to die. Not yet.
Looks like that one dude. We starting to run out of unique models.
To die. What in the world?
What in the world am I doing? I'm trying to save us. What the? Interesting. He can make a bunch of fists. And so the day is saved. 2 souls were saved. With a pat on the back, we moved on in our tale. Good. New. Gradually recover health over a time period. 50. Yeah, that sounds kind of. Knock back enemies in a broad area. I wish to lend my power. Like, fuck, how many candles do you fucking get to join
This
you?
monster belonged to a variety of humanoid slime. The man remained violent, even in human form. Apparently, he harbored a particular grudge against us. Left with no choice, we finished him off.
Ain't what happened on my side.
Those who transformed into monsters were devoured irreversibly by their own greed. And what did they seek in their avarice? The sacred chalice, of course. Then we made the connection. The memories of monsters may contain clues that could lead us to the chalice. We can absorb their memories by giving their lives in sacrifice.
No good. Nothing new.
Most of the memories claimed from our victims are vague and opaque. The sacred chalice appears far out of reach after all. Magusar and I had traveled together for years by now. Magusar sighed, but from out of nowhere, we heard a cackle from afar. 7 days until the end of the world.
Now, you know, like, some of the wording for these make it sound like a lot more time passes in between, yet we're just going day by day at the end.
The sacred chalice offered the chance to restore the body. To the 2 friends who needed this. No one ever wanted this as much. Go on, read for yourself.
See, that gave me 3 castings. Plus I can boost it once to get 5 castings out of it. Get 20. Stone Drake and Iron Drake. So stone is an element. Because I was about to say, what's the difference?